Get out your running shoes, Baltimore Ravens, back at home after getting back in the win column after getting back to their roots.
We give it to Justice Hill, sweeping left side, crosses midfield, he's to the 40, Charger 30, leg race 20, Justice Hill 10, he's in! Touchdown Ravens!
Hey, we don't have to get personal here. This is a Philly fade. They take on the Eagles, who fly in or sprint in on a 7-game win streak.
This time it goes to Barkley up the middle, across the 40, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
This is a battle between two of the highest scoring teams in the game, the two best running backs going. Philadelphia just dropped 37 on the Rams, 26-plus points, 6 straight games.
Touchdown, E.J. Now he couldn't hang on!
After reviewing the play, the Williams touchdown.
They're 7th in scoring this year. Ravens 2nd. They just put up 30 on the #1 scoring defense.
Jackson keeps. Jackson to the edge. Touchdown Ravens.
And those running backs, squabble up indeed. I know, they don't tackle each other, moron. Derrick Henry in one corner hit LA with 140 yards.
They're going to give to Henry. He's got it easily and still going. King Henry down, twisting inside the 35.
Saquon was just in Los Angeles too. Same building, same field. Looked like that gamer QBJ was playing GPG in Madden, and he's like, hey, I'm going to use Barkley on every play. Like, you know it's coming, and it still doesn't matter. Barkley, the new king of rush yards in 2024 after dropping 255 in one game.
You already the best running back in the world. I think you're the best player in the world.
One step at a time, one step at a time.
I know, but listen though.
Hey, we broke the record. We broke Shady record.
That's him on Madden level and me on rookie, by the way. 100-plus yard games, 5 of his last 6 now, 4.7 yards per carry or better 6 straight, 4 runs of 50-plus yards this year, 10 touchdowns, 6.2 average on the ground, leads the league.
Barkley across the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, goodbye! Another one!
Barkley, 1,392 rush yards. The king, 1,325, 6 yards per run. Second, outside of week 1, has never finished under 4.3. 13 rushing TDs for the season, most in the league.
Bouncing off one player, and Henry takes it home for his 100th career rushing touchdown.
So which defense is better prepared? Henry goes up against an Eagles D that gave up 4.5 a carry to Kyren Williams. They've given up 4.4 a run to running backs this year. Average territory. They'll need to be better than average to slow the king.
And Williams busting through into the secondary. Pulled down to the 16-yard line.
Of course, they also have to worry about Lamar. They're holding quarterbacks to 3.3 a run, 3rd lowest. Not a lot of rush yards last week for Jackson, but he did score.
Well, this is why the Baltimore Ravens are the #1 red zone offense.
Barkley, meantime, is staring at a group holding running backs to 3.3 per attempt, 2nd lowest in the league. They really need Roquan back for Barkley, though. Smith missed last week.
This is where they start to miss Roquan Smith. Malik Harrison is in there. He doesn't quite fill the gap, and J.K. Dobbins, he finds the hole.
Ravens also dealing with a mobile QB. They've held quarterbacks to 3.9 a try, so just as tough on them. Jalen Hurts, 39 rush yards week 12, has 11 rushing touchdowns, averages 41 yards on the ground per game.
He still has it, and Hurts is going to plunge across for another Eagles touchdown.
As a passer, Hurts comes in off a game where he only got sacked once, methodical in their win, 15 to 22 passing, over 8 yards per attempt, put up a 100-plus rate again, so 6 of those in his last 7.
They bring pressure at Hurts and throws. A.J. Brown's got it. Look out. There goes Brown.
Ravens secondary he faces is starting to come around for them. Held Justin Herbert to 218 yards, just 6.1 yards per attempt, no touchdowns, a mid-70s rate. This is a bunch that's sitting on a 97 rate for the year, but they've held quarterbacks to a sub-90 rate from weeks 9 to 12.
Herbert, Palmer, off his hands. Humphrey there defending.
Pretty good coverage there by Marlon Humphrey.
Only guy to ding him a little, Ladd McConkey, 83 yards. For the year, they've allowed 100 rate to wide receivers. This week, they get A.J. Brown, another 100-yard outing, 80-plus yards in 5 of the 7 games he's played.
Hurts has some space. He'll fire instead on the run. A.J. Brown for the first
touchdown.
Everyone was just sitting around watching Saquon, who, by the way, had 47 receiving yards last week too, so 300-plus scrimmage yards versus the Rams.
Screen set up. Barkley's got blockers. Barkley has the first down and more. There goes Barkley again.
Baltimore's pass rush does come in hot, bagged Herbert 4 times. Kyle Van Noy is 8th, Odafe Owe his 8th. Ravens 3rd in sacks.
And Van Noy gets the sack.
Keep the similarities going then. Eagles pass rush comes in off a 5-bagger, hit Matthew Stafford a whopping 11 times. Josh Sweat with his team-leading 7th.
As Josh Sweat sacks Matthew Stafford.
Lamar, like Hurts, only met the SoFi turf once, also comes in off a good game with his arm, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 16-22 passing, rating over 125, leads the NFL with 27 TD passes, leads it in rating too, leads it in yards, leads it in saving kittens too, I bet.
Jackson to the sideline, that's Wallace.
Eagles defense he and his boys take on held LA to 19 points. They've held opponents under 21 points, 7 of their last 8, down to 6th in points per game allowed at 18 a game.
Williams, he gets tagged down, lost the football.
After reviewing the play, the ruling is fumble, recovered by the defense.
The Eagles secondary Jackson tries to defeat, 5th lowest rate allowed in 2024. They did give up a plus 100 rate to Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdowns over 240 yards and no interceptions.
Beautiful throws by Stafford to Cooper Kupp for the touchdown.
Allowed 60 yards and a touchdown to Cooper Kupp, over 100 yards to Puka Nacua. Not really the norm for their DBs, but those 2 cats are Tom and Garfield-like, A-level cats. Zay Flowers is one of those, 62 yards last week, led the team. Keep in mind, they didn't throw for a ton of yards last week.
Jackson, Flowers. And the catch is good.
Rashad Bateman scored 43 yards.
Good protection, aired out. Bateman downfield. And he has got it for the touchdown.
Mark Andrews a TD and 44 yards.
End zone. Catch is made. Touchdown, Andrews.
CBS keeps landing the games of the week lately, right? Ravens-Eagles have only played 6 times ever. Heading into this one, Philadelphia is the team. Baltimore had played fewer than any other, and vice versa. Philadelphia has only played Houston 6 times as well. Baltimore up 3-2-1. Remember the first? 1997. What a way to kick things off. This was a Bobby Hoying, Vinny Testaverde affair. Hoying threw for 276 yards, just no touchdowns. Vinny, 1 touchdown but 2 picks. Philadelphia ties the game at 10 on a Charlie Garner touchdown with less than 2 to play. Offensive mastery continued in overtime. No scores, 10-10 tie.
But after 75 minutes, the game ended in a tie. Yet there was cause for optimism.